This is the Baker Crane Carriage House, built in 1886, Queen Anne Revival style. Frederick Baker was the first owner. He owned it from 1886 to 1916. Richard Crane Jr. owned it in 1917 and 1941. Jekyll Island Club owned it from 1941 to 1947. And this is located right across from the dormitories, which look just like it. This was built by Frederick Baker, who owned the Solterra, and also Crane, who owned the Crane Cottage. Upper floor you see up here is where the carriage drivers and handlers lived. And the bottom floor, of course, was for the carriages, and it was also a dog kennel inside there. This also served as a social hall for the employees and the staff. This is really interesting. This is the Baker Crane Carriage House. They kept the carriages in the bottom part, and the drivers and handlers lived in the top part. So it's kind of like a apartment. But look at all the doors they had on there. Several doors, and of course the large door to bring the carriages in and out. Windows for light. You see you notice there's tabby remnants everywhere too. You can see under the concrete. Under there you can see the shell, tabby concrete mix. That's really high. They got, looks like they had an attic too. See the shingle style in there? You can tell they based it up, kept it off the ground. You notice that ramp right there. It's made of concrete and tabby combination. Here's the side of it. Really awesome looking. Got a window up there, two windows down there, and a door right here. This is the back of the carriage house. Got more windows, and you can tell they have had to replace some of the siding, probably because of weather. And here's another part back here where the door is. And here's another door over here in the window. Looks like it was added on maybe later. The carriage house, and they got a concrete slab on the other side. Just more windows. The windows are still in this one. They still got the windows, and look at this. That's interesting what that is. Some kind of, and they still got the windows back here. Awesome. You see it there? Let me see if I can get a better view of everything. See, look, you can see the windows and those devices down here. Interesting. Probably had a staircase back here one time. There's a door up here, so I'm sure there was a staircase that went down to here to this concrete pad. But that's interesting. They still got the windows in there, and they got bars in the windows. I don't know if you can see them. And these obviously are part of the kennel, because there was a kennel out here at one point inside the carriage house. So those must have been the areas where the dogs went in and out outside. I'm sure this area was, this concrete pad was probably a fenced in area for the dogs. And you could tell there was probably a staircase that came down where they could come out and check on the dogs. You can see the original pole from the kennel here, right here, and one there. Each door had a small kennel right here, probably about 8 feet across, maybe 10 feet this way, and you can see the other pole here, and one on the other corner where they had the individual kennels for each dog, all the way down. And this one was probably the same thing, but the wall's been replaced. And this is the kennel where the millionaires kept their dogs. See that? Looks like a dog bowl or some kind of metal under there. That's interesting. Video. And you can see a pulley, an eye hook up here for a pulley. They probably used it to open the doors or whatever they did for the dogs.